Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Day one of the ADHOC committee has kick-started. General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi has taken to the stands, and I would like to react to today's proceedings.
No, I insist on a point of order. We are about to mess up. On a point of order.
Okay, point of order taken.
There is no General Mkhwanazi before this committee. He's not here until we've satisfied his appearance before us. It is procedurally wrong. Because once you talk to him, the first thing he must do, the first step he must do is to take an oath. Is to take an oath. Then, only then, he's before us. In the absence of the oath, let's release him. He's not part of this mess. He's a witness called to come before us after he was told he met all the requirements. You can't ask him anything. The only time we are going to interact with him, because if you ask him something, I'm also bound to ask him something, because me and you enjoy the same rights. And then the whole house is going to start asking him questions. He has not administered an oath of, it's not taken an oath. So please, Chair, we are all agreed. Let's release him. And I don't know if 15 minutes is realistic, because he's going to take up issues with the legal team as well when they arrive there. So I don't know, but to engage General Mkhwanazi is actually out of order, because he's not before us. He has to first take, he's not a member of parliament. He has to first take an oath, and then from there we can engage him.
Yeah. No, that is a valid point, Honorable Member, and I 100% agree with you that he is not properly appearing before us. And before we ask him any question, he must have taken an oath with us.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane. Host is in Jiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. And today we're reviewing day one of the ADHOC committee. And I know, Zakal. No ADHOC committee. Okay, before we break down the ADHOC committee, let me thank each and every one of you who have donated to the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture, believing in the dream that African people can unite, each donating only a 50 Rand, and that 50 Rand can contribute to building a brighter future for our African children. So today, well, yesterday was our day one in the phase one building project. So we are happy to say the TLB was on the ground, and it cost us money because we thought it could clear the front part of Paseta within an hour or so. So it spent a little bit more hours than we anticipated. But this is a good thing because it has now cleared the grounds. So this is where all our 50 rands are going for those who are donating. Thank you so much. You have no idea. We don't want to be accused as those people 10 years from now. When we look back, we want to say we have built something for our children. It's small steps, but at the end, we will be proud of the project that will be achieved here. And seeing the TLB on the ground, working, the constructors on the ground, and it warmed my heart just thinking this is I'm a 50 Rand amount. This is I'm a 200 Rand amount. This is the Dr. Mike Khatebe campaign, the 1,500 campaign of buying a pallet of bricks for Paseta. This is exactly what it has come down to, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you who continues to donate. Please continue donating so that we can make up our labor cost and make sure that the people who are working on the ground are happy. I think they will be starting with digging the foundation, if not today, tomorrow, and then they will be making sure that they get the bricklaying work in commerce. Thank you so much, guys. I cannot thank you enough. I'll speak more about this on the Paseta YouTube channel, so go please and join us on the Paseta YouTube channel. Thank you for responding positively on the call for the Namibia for Namibian people to stand up and build Paseta in Namibia. We thank you so much for all the people who have called us, WhatsApp us, and inboxed us on the Paseta Namibia page. We have a number, a dedicated number for you guys, so please make sure that you get in contact with this number. You will be speaking to the president of Paseta Namibia, Dina Hameva. So make sure that you speak to the queen that side. Okay, all right. Today, well, yesterday, I'm always late with news. Yesterday, the ad hoc committee broke for almost 6 hours because they had to fix some things that they could have fixed before they started. The opening statement was a supplementary statement, and that did not make the CAC happy. And he was 100% on the money, correct, to say we must have an official statement as the ad hoc committee. The thing that baffles me, as you will hear as I play more clips of the CAC, is that the CAC raised this long time ago, last month already. This was raised to say General Mkhwanazi must come with a statement here and must be under oath here, and we don't want a statement that is going to be just taken from, we are not going to take the statement as is from the Madlanga Commission. Even if they do cut and paste, but this statement must be under oath here in our commission. We are not Madlanga Commission. We are a different committee and doing a different work. That's what the CIC said long time ago. Why and how these people did not fix that little part. Now look what is happening. On day one, they are having problems. So, we are about to mess up. This is on a point of order, Chair. On a point of order, we are about to mess up. Is that not crazy? Is that not crazy? Imagine, because every time something happens somewhere, Mina, I always take it and put it in different scenarios and think, how will I react if this person said that and if this person said that. Imagine at the Madlanga Commission, they are starting. And as they are starting, one of the commissioners stops and says, sorry, Chair Madlanga, I think we have to stop now because we are about to mess up. How long have you guys been waiting for General Mkhwanazi? For you to come today and say, let's stop, guys, we're about to mess up. And I blame the chair. I blame the chair because they don't want to do the right thing. It's the chair now that says, no, I totally agree with you 100%. What are you agreeing with? What are you agreeing with? What are you agreeing? Why don't you do the right thing the first time? The first time. So, for me, he says we cannot engage with him because he is not before us. And by saying he is not before us, he says the statement that he has taken is not under oath. This supplementary statement that we have is not something, he's not before us. He has not taken an oath before us. So we are taking a cut and paste. And this is why I had a problem with the ad hoc committee. I'm like, the ad hoc committee, man, the ad hoc committee. They are not doing things right. But if I take you back to Leanne Matthys, in fact, I must get that clip for you guys. Leanne Matthys did tell us with these people, they don't want to get their ducks in order. This is what she said.
I suggest that you have pre-meetings with your team before we have meetings here. You know, the whole country is watching us, and it's very clumsy when it's this person, you ask this person to do the presentation, then this one says, no, this one is doing it, and then who's flighting. So if you do a pre-meeting, Chair, I'm not just saying, so we don't look clumsy as a committee. And so you know that when we get here, this person is doing this and this person is doing that. So that was just on housekeeping. I also, Chair, think that it's very wrong that you come here and you reprimand us and say we're misleading the public. So I'm not privy to what the other political parties when they did their media interviews, but we were very clear as the EFF is that we don't know and you have not told us. And it would have been unnecessary. We wouldn't have had to do that if we were informed. I mean, how does a journalist tell me who we have appointed and we didn't know? So just going forward, quick meetings, 30 minutes, and it doesn't have to be nitty-gritty. But our last meeting, when we concluded, Chair, it was the terms of reference. There was just a few things that needed to be finalized within a day or two. It should have been circulated, and then you just came back and you told us.
I remember this like it's yesterday because actually I made a video about Leanne saying these things. I made a full video only about Leanne. You can find it on my TikTok, even here on YouTube. I think it should be there. And I said, Leanne was saying, Chair, get your house in order. Before coming here on camera in front of the entire world, can you guys please have pre-meetings? Have pre-meetings so that we don't look clumsy. That is what Leanne said. The chair chose not to listen to her. I remember she was raising the issue of communication. Leanne was saying the communication channels are very poor here. Things that could have been just said on a WhatsApp meeting that we don't need Zoom. You just inform us on Zoom on WhatsApp and say 1, 2, 3. He says, Chair, parties are taking interviews and saying things. Even us as the EFF, we are shocked that the reporters know things about this committee that we don't know about. That is the problem that I had from day one. I said these people are not organized, and that is what Julius Malema is trying to fix in the beginning. To say, guys, we are going to mess up if we don't stop. And they were suggesting 15 minutes. 15 minutes is not the reality. They took almost 6 hours. Almost 6 hours. And why that procedure of 6 hours was behind closed doors is crazy to me. Everything that you guys did was in front of the camera. Why now to go and fix a statement, a supplementary statement, and make it a statement under oath? Why does it take you then 6 hours to sign the pages, to do whatever that you guys needed to do? Why does that take you 6 hours, and why do you do it in private? Why do you do it in private? I would like to hear those conversations that they are having there. Because those conversations, I can tell you, they are in the line of saying, guys, let's not embarrass ourselves. We cried and said, Mkhwanazi must start here before going to the Matlanga Commission. Now he has taken so long to come to the ad hoc committee, and they still appear that they are not ready. How can you a statement that is not under oath? So now the senior counsel is arguing with the chairperson and the committee in front of the camera. And of course, Julius Malema came to save the day. Actually, Julius Malema saved the day for me.
I don't think what the senior counsel is doing to you is acceptable. You can't allow that.
Yeah, what I'm saying,
being undermined like that.
What I'm saying, honorable members, is that
I really have no confidence in him from what he did now. We must change him.
I have
to argue with us and argue with you in front of cameras, and you allow that.
I have restrained the senior counsel, honorable member. So what we should do is to adjourn. The instructions are very clear. Let's correct the statement. We must look, our business is to allow the witness to make a presentation before us. And senior counsel, please help us to have, the witness is here. Please help us to have the witness making the presentations, which not me and you, but which South Africans want to hear. Please, let's do this for the people of this country, and I have said we have agenda for that correction to happen. Thank you so much.
Chair,
yeah.
The statement has not been signed. The statement before us, there's no signature.
Yeah, that is technical.
No.
No, it's technical.
Yeah.
No, but it can be.
But the senior counsel was arguing to say, I'm not sure if I'm gonna play it in this video. The senior counsel was arguing that Mkhwanazi has taken oath in the Madlanga Commission. That statement is the supplementary statement that we have today, so we can take this statement as a representative of what Mkhwanazi is going to say. Yeah. CIC said, what? What? And so they're going back and forth with the chair and the committee, and now Julius is like, I don't have confidence in this guy. Now, like I said, take these words that Julius is saying and transfer them to the Madlanga Commission. Imagine one of those commissioners say, Chairperson Madlanga, I don't have commission in this senior council that is helping us to cross it. Imagine, just imagine. So if you, the CIC, don't have confidence in this person, rightfully so, you are saying this person is incompetent, in other words. Tina, who's watching from the public, how can we have confidence in that person? If you don't have confidence in that person, we also don't have confidence in that person. And that is why I said, now we get into the issue of, they have not started playing politics. I'm very happy. With day one, they did try, here and there, but they did not go all out the way I thought they would, because I thought they were going to politic all the time. But today was more professional. I think it's the PA, Souls, who disagreed with the CIC and said something. I wanted to make a separate video about that, but it's cut. But it was most of the day they were aligning. The MK, the ANC, the EFF were in one line as to agreement on the points they made, and the CIC said we must change him. Change him. Now my question is, the chairperson is saying, no, we are not going to change him. I've called him to order. Now, my question is that senior counsel going forward, his relationship and the CIC, how is it going to be? Because he will be walking on thin ice. Anything he does wrong, again, the CIC pays work. And then we're going to watch that drama between the two people. You say, hey, Che, I told you about this guy. He is doing another mistake again. Hi. And then one member, I think is from the Democratic Alliance, says, no, the statement is not signed. Listen to what the chairperson says. He says, no, that's technical. Pretend as if it's signed, man. It's just a technical error, that one. Just pretend as if it is signed. I know, Bafeto. And it was so refreshing to see the CIC stand up for General Mkhwanazi and say, listen, Buffett, now we are abusing this poor general. He's in front of us here. We are arguing in front of him like we are small kids. We don't know what is going on. This is unfair in front of General Mkhwanazi. We should ask him to step out so that we can get our house in order. But let's just listen to what the CIC said.
And this is so unfair on General Mkhwanazi. If we had a way, we should have just asked him to step out so that we can debate this. The senior counsel can't say that. Can't say the first statement to us is supplementary statement. That coming from a senior counsel. That the first statement you make is called supplementary statement. What law are you teaching people? It's unacceptable, and we can't help them, Chair, to cure it here in front of cameras. He has to go back and do the right thing. Because even if General Mkhwanazi says, this is my statement to Parliament, but what is written on this thing is supplementary statement. You can't change it. It's here before us. You are going to call General Mkhwanazi before this committee without an original statement. Where have you ever had a situation where you are told the first statement to be disposed is supplementary statement? If we're to ask the senior counsel, where's the original statement? He won't produce it. So if this is the original statement, let it be. Let them go and correct it. So it serves here properly. and then we all proceed. And what makes it painful is that it doesn't matter whether colleagues want to do whatever they want to do. We debated this matter many times in this committee and emphasized that General Mkhwanazi will have to dispose a statement to the committee, even if it means cut and paste, as long as there is an original statement to the committee. So that answer doesn't even, General Mkhwanazi doesn't get involved anywhere. He was called, he was asked questions, he was being helped by evidence leaders on how these things can be done. So to invite him now and say, is this an original statement or not, it's incorrect. He gave them what they asked him to give them. If they were not satisfied, they were supposed to come back to us. Now, the legal team does exactly what we want when we appointed the legal team. That there's no legal team which is going to take decisions on behalf of this committee. Now, he goes and takes a decision that a supplementary statement will be an original statement and brings it here and embarrass us in front of cameras like we are a group of people who don't know anything. He says, General Mkhwanazi took an oath at Madlanga Commission. And therefore, because he took an oath at Madlanga Commission, because we do what Madlanga has done, why should he take an oath here? If that's how it works. He disposed the statement at Madlanga. His statement at Madlanga is the statement before us. We must accept that. We must also accept Madlanga's oath.
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not even going to have a chance to go into what General Mkhwanazi said, because after they adjourned for that almost 5 hours, they came back and General Mkhwanazi spoke a lot of things. And he said, for those who say they will vote, I remember making a poll and say, would you vote for General Mkhwanazi to be president? He says, no, I'm a police, I know policing, I don't know politics. Some of you here have made that offer, and he has set the record straight to say, I'm a police, I'm not a politician. What an honorable man. What an honorable man, General Mkhwanazi. You have to respect that. You have to respect that. And some of the things that he said, and just the way he carries himself, and he gave that evidence. For me, he's a rock. He's a rock, but he's in front of a committee for me, that is pulling in different directions, according to my view, my humble view, of course. And this is just observing what the CIC is saying and everything. This thing could have been run better. That's why some of us, we wanted the CIC to become the chairperson. I think it was going to be much better in terms of the professionalism and the conduct in terms of the house. Getting the house in order, if the CIC was there. Chairperson Lekhanyane no icon. The ANC has given us a nobody there to run that committee, and he's not doing very well so far. So yeah, the statement they submitted was supplementary. Like I said, it's not good. There must be an original statement given to those people. And JULIUS Malema has a problem with that title, because that title was on their papers and said, look at this paper is saying supplementary, so we can't continue with this thing. At least if we can get this title out, get the oath in and everything, and change the title, and everything will be all right. I'm afraid I know Madlanga Commission and the ADHOC committee. Yeah, it's the when I was listening to General Mkhwanazi, there is some things that he, because of the line of the questioning, that he has said that he did not say in the Madlanga Commission. And I'm happy for that. The point of clarity is when they are asking him your relationship with this person, this committee of commissioners, how long do they sit, how often do they sit, rather, and all of those things. I think we are getting a little bit more stories in terms of that, in terms of the information that we as the public would like to know. And I'm happy that General Mkhwanazi is not stepping back on anything he said there in the Madlanga Commission. But you tell me on the comment section, how do you feel about day one? Were you happy about the CIC as contribution? And yeah, maybe I should do also, but it's cutting, man. Maybe I should do more videos of the MK also made some good contributions. The Patriotic Alliance is made some contributions. I'm not interested in what the ANC and the DA has to say, and the Freedom Front Plus, not really interested in those ones. But this is me. You guys can go and watch the entire Matlanga Commission. Is playing everywhere on YouTube. I was watching it on the Dr. Sizon Pofu Welsh podcast, so that's something that you guys can also do today. I think they're streaming it live the whole day. They are there. Our people are working here outside. People are working. So thank you so much, guys, again for the contributions to Paseta. And I'll be informing you guys more information about what is going on there. We thank you. I can't say thank you enough. We as African people, every time, which is sakuluma but asaki. Rabulela marareach. We are always talking, but we never build. So I think Paseta is one of those institutions that seeks to win back the pride of African people, especially through the education system, because I strongly believe that through the education system, you can shape the mind and the thinking pattern of a child through the education system. We are all products of our education system, and our reasoning capacity sometimes is aligned to the level of education that we have. So if we imagine if we give our children proper education, that can advance the bettering of Africa in terms of our continent, in technology, in economics, in agriculture, in sciences. I mean, if we can teach it the proper way, I think we'll have a generation that will represent us better as Africa. You understand what I'm saying? So make that 50 Rand contributions. That ask is coming deep from my heart. If you have 50 Rand, please make the 50 Rand contribution so that those people, when they finish building the phase 1, we can pay them. I don't want to owe people money. So thank you. I did see some 50 Rands coming in today, yesterday, and we appreciate it so much that you guys are heeding to this call. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.